and Vugu Nayosi, Black Revolutionary Now. Just want to speak on the whole DNC rally that took place last week. And we all saw all these celebrities on stage and, with the pondering and the ridiculousness of pondering for black votes, whatever. And I made a video on it, and so go check it out if you haven't seen that video. But what I really wanted to touch on is when you look at the Obamas specifically, trying to sell the soap for this Indian woman, Kamala. And I don't give a damn how I say her name, whatever. I don't care to pronounce her name. How people should tell me how I should pronounce her name. But anyhow, when you look at Obama and Michelle Obama selling the soap on stage for the same old hope and change, this Negro, Obama, was in office for 8 years. And of course, from the beginning, black people rally behind him. The hope and change, whatever. First so-called black president. So to put a black face in high places and feel this gonna fix the problem for black people, which made it even worse, because once you have a black face as a front man, you could do more dangerous things, systematic. You could do more dangerous things to black people, because anyone who question it, they could say, well, hey, there's a black person who run in the country, so it couldn't be that bad. But we all see how it turned out. And what I really wanted to really discuss is, we see he did all kind of different things for non-black people, but when coming to black people, he want to champion around this hope and change. But it's very interesting because he's selling a soap for Kamala. He's selling the same empty gesture, hope and change, symbolism. And let me remind you, this is a party who had their convention, and outside the convention, they had abortion clinics on wheels. So while they are telling you to go and vote for nothing, once again, these are the same Democrats who is letting in illegal immigrants into the country with their babies. But they're telling you to go and unalive your baby. This is the hypocrisy of this Democratic Party. So to see Obama trying to rally up black people to vote for nothing again, I hope black people was taking notes in his administration. I hope black people was taking notes in the Biden 4 years administration. I hope they were taking notes, because all my notes finally come out to say, what have these Democrats have done for black people tangibly? So I don't care about no Juneteenth holiday. I break that down in a video. It's all symbolism. You give black people what they want tangibly within their own party, group, organization. We could create all that. So we don't need nothing from these people, because all we are being sold is hope and change. Hope and change. I hope black people remember the 8 years of Obama hope and change, and tell me what that have done for black people. But I want to mention this, which is very important. The great Dr. Claude Anderson, and you should go look him up. He have a business called the Harvest Institute. I advise you to go and look up on his website, because he specifically wrote a letter to Obama on September the 6th, 2011. Check this out, fam. And if you never heard about Dr. Claude Anderson, this is the brother who have been championing for black people for over 50 years. He is one of the brothers who is more qualified than anybody else when dealing with finance and reparations. One of his famous books is Powernomics, and he have a lot of books dealing with not only the problems of black people, but the solutions as well. When you go on his website, the Harvest Institute, he wrote Obama a letter specifically outlining a plan. I think the letter is 6 pages. He laid out a plan for black people. So when all these Democrats and these Democrat shills want to bring comedians and singers and people who is twerking on stage to speak on behalf of black people, it's just an insult. It's a disrespect, to our people, because here is a elder, a great brother who have been fighting for black people, trying to get black people reparations for over 50 years. Dr. Claude Anderson, he is serious and he's about business. So if Obama and these Democrats were really serious about helping black people, Dr. Claude Anderson is a person you should reach out to. Not no entertainers, not no comedians and singers and actors and social media influencers. You should reach out to somebody who have not only the plan, but he have the solutions. Yes. And when he wrote this letter in 2011, crickets from the Obama administration, crickets, because they know once you reach out to someone like that who is qualified in finance, it shows you really want to help Black people and the conditions of Black people. But these Democrats is just about hope and change, symbolism nonsense. So once I saw Obama and his wife on stage, and I mean, you're not going to scare us with this old Donald Trump, whatever. We don't care, because the majority of Black people don't vote Republican, and Black people don't demand anything from the Republican. They are loyal to the Democrats. So, you're not going to scare us with that. And, the orange man is the boogeyman and all this nonsense, whatever. You're not going to scare us with that. Because if you were bringing tangibles in the first place, you won't have to scare us. See how simple that is? If you were doing for the people that you were supposed to be doing, the people who have been most loyal to you, to your party for over 60 years, you shouldn't worry about no boogeyman or who trying to get your vote or trying to scare us into voting. So, miss me with the BS. Shame on Obama and his wife. Shame. Hope and change rhetoric, hope and change nonsense. They really think Black people is dumb and stupid. Wow. Well, we got some hope, and we definitely are gonna make some change in November. That is the message. We're not gonna vote blue no matter who. We are not gonna vote blue no matter who. So don't try to put this Indian woman in front of our face, you know what I mean, and make it feel she could relate to Black people. She washed her collard greens or her greens in the tub. What kind of nasty stuff is that? Who does that? Black people don't do that kind of nonsense, yo. That's an insult. She have no connection to Black people in America at all. When you have a connection with a culture, you don't have to pretend and be over the top. What the hell? Washing your greens in the tub where you take a bath? Yo, what kind of nasty stuff is this? So we're not gonna fall for this nonsense. Yeah, so we know what to do. We can't be fooled by this rhetoric and this hope and change, whatever, because listening to Obama with a hope and change, how dare he come in front of Black people to try to ponder the same stuff when he didn't bring no hope or no change to Black people. So I just wanted just to bring that to you, just to wake up my people and see the writing on the wall. These people think we are stupid and we have a short-term memory, like we can't remember things from 4 years ago, from 8 years ago, from 12 years ago. I mean, like we can't remember nothing. I mean, they could come with a same old pony and donkey show and feel, we just gonna fall for it. We are not gonna vote blue no matter who. Especially someone who is not bringing us no tangibles. Republican, Democrat, Independent, I don't care. If you're not speaking our language, we're gonna ignore you the same way you ignore us. And Vugu Nayosi, Black Revolutionary Now.